Thanks, everybody. Thank you for coming back today. First, I think we need to give another Moorestown warm welcome for Dick Zimmer here. We all work to elect him to the United States Senate, and I certainly thank him for allowing us to share the stage here with him tonight. A great American, and he'll be a great United States Senator with all of our help to get out there here in New Jersey. Real quickly, just a little bit about me. I grew up here in the district, born over in Riverside, grew up in Medford. I was a naval officer for 10 years, Desert Shield and Desert Storm. I left the Navy, went to work at Lockheed Martin Corporation. I've done 2 things there. I'm the Vice President of Missile Defense Programs, so we are now able to shoot Scud missiles out of the sky that have plagued us for so long. And the other thing we've recently done, those of you seen, we shot a satellite out of the sky. So all the engineers, all the hard work of the 6,000 people over there is doing that right here in New Jersey, and they're the kind of jobs we want in New Jersey, high-tech jobs, and a lot of folks are doing a lot of hard work over there. The other thing I've done about a year and a half ago is I started our renewable energy business. I was completely convinced before I ran for office, or anything I knew about Jim Saxon retiring, is that we have to get rid of our dependence on foreign oil. So I said, well, as an executive at Lockheed, what could I do about it? So we went ahead and got into we're doing solar power over there now. So I spearheaded that. Just thinking about getting stock and defense executives to do solar power. So that was something I was just absolutely convinced of, and we went ahead and did it. And thirdly, as the mayor of Medford, we have got several business people on the council, and we took a hard look at where our cost centers were to reduce costs, and we were able to cut taxes this year, and we've held the line on taxes last year. You know, folks, that is very hard to do in New Jersey because of this fiscal environment. This state is bankrupt. That's why I believe in this congressional district, I offer a contrast to my opponent, a 16-year career trend politician, John Adler. Since 2002, he's voted for 43 tax increases. We rank number 49th in business friendly. What does that really mean? That means we're the second worst in the United States for job creation because of the bad taxes and bad business policies there. If elected to Congress, I'll be only one of the few business leaders from a publicly traded company. And we wonder why the economy's not going, because folks down in Congress don't understand business. Career politicians like John Adler that have raised taxes repeatedly and have made this place unfriendly for business, it's not the direction we want to go. I say, if you can't fix New Jersey after 16 years, how are you going to fix Washington and lead the change for our economy? I can do that with my business background. Thirdly, as a veteran, we have the largest number of veterans in this congressional district out of the entire state. And I'm told we're 3rd largest in the United States. But with my veteran background and my military background, where there's 3 military bases, there's not an admiral or general that's going to snow me on any issue when it comes to those bases for our district. Secondly, with veterans, my opponent is not a veteran. He's had his liberal bloggers and all those guys attacking veterans, their records, and it is a damn disgrace across the board to do that kind of activity, and he has refused to denounce it publicly. We don't need that kind of congressman in Washington, folks, that doesn't care about veterans. These folks, regardless of what they've done, whether they've been on an aircraft carrier in Iraq, Afghanistan, World War II, Vietnam, we have to take care of them when they come back to the United States, into our society, and we have to do that. I can do that better than John Adler. Gotta get the economy moving again. My business background can do that. Veterans issues are so key, and those bases are key to this district. With that, thank you very much, and I believe we're taking questions now. First of all, thanks, sir, for your question. As I told you, when I spent about a year and a half ago, I just came to the conclusion that we've got to get our dependence off of foreign oil. And it's driving too many national security issues. That region of the world in the Mideast is just horribly unstable. Iranians are firing missiles that could stop oil. So I came out with a 13-point plan. I won't bore you with all of them, but I'll just give you some highlights. First is we've got to increase domestic oil production. And I believe the way to do that quickly is shale oil in Colorado and Wyoming. There are 800 billion barrels. We know where it is. We don't have to explore it. I think offshore drilling should be a last resort because I am concerned about the tourism economy. But when we have 800 billion barrels in Colorado and Wyoming that we can start tomorrow and it's capitalizing on, We got to go do that. We don't even have to look at that. We're going to be arguing about offshore drilling for 10 years. As a businessman, you always need plan B. Plan B is go get the shale oil right now, so increase oil production. Secondly, we've got to continue investment in our alternative energies. Wind, solar, nuclear, all of the above. And one of the things as a businessman that drives me crazy, investment tax credits. You're going to invest in this business. Well, the private equity markets need stability in that. We renew them every year in Congress. That's ridiculous. Private equity markets doesn't know whether they're going to get renewed or not. They're not going to invest in alternative energies. I propose that we increase those investment tax credits to 20 years, provide stability, and get the private equity firms to start investing in alternative energy as well as the government. And thirdly, I think we have to look at demand. Look at increased mass transit. There's a rail line that we've been trying to build forever in Monmouth County and Middlesex. The light rail, we should do that kind of stuff tomorrow to help the demand side. So there's a supply side, there's an alternative energy side, and there's a demand side. And it's a comprehensive policy. We need to do all of it. And to me, it's an item of national security and your pocketbooks. Folks, seniors on fixed income, veterans that are just coming back, folks that don't have the spare cash to drive far to work are getting hurt badly. We have got to increase the supply of oil as well as do the long range for the security of the United States, but also the security of our pocketbooks to get this economy rolling. Absolutely. Two things we've done this week, as a matter of fact. Out in Berkeley Township, which is in Ocean County, our wonderful post office has sent rumors around that they're going to stop a mobile post truck around. There's 3,000 or 4,000 seniors that rely on that mobile post truck. And then you're going to tell me we're going to get 3,000 or 4,000 folks on the road when we have problems of energy to go down the way down to the post office. That's not smart government. So I sent a letter to the Postmaster General saying, what the heck are you doing? If I get elected to Congress, you better watch out. We're coming after you. Second thing on seniors, when Clinton started taxing Social Security, that never made sense to me. I hear from my grandfather every day about that. But we should get rid of taxes on Social Security. Just hand wave like some other people in these elections, Mr. Obama and others. Go to my website. We have exact policies that we've thought about and to go implement. And seniors are key to this district, and I'll always be there for them. Let me just echo what Mr. Zimmer said. You and I have talked about this. You shouldn't have unfunded state mandates. You shouldn't have unfunded federal mandates. My opponent has a graduate degree in voting for unfunded mandates. He's going to change that when he goes to Washington. So who are you going to vote for? First of all, I'd like to say thank you to Dick Zimmer, and we need to elect him as senator. I'll just wrap up shortly. Folks, for the 3rd Congressional District, you have a stark choice. Someone that's a businessman that's created jobs here in this district, understands the economy, understands what it takes to get business back going, understands veterans issues, which we have so many of them, and understands what it's going to take to cut taxes, because I've done it. My opponent has never cut a tax. He's raised tax 43 times since 2002, voted for that, and we ranked number 49th in business friendly. As Dick Zimmer said, businesses are leaving this state. That's the wrong type of policy, and I ask, if you can't fix New Jersey, do you think he's going to fix Washington? So you're going to vote for Chris Myers, Dick Zimmer here in November. Thanks everybody for coming out.